ఈరోజు మన ఎపిసోడ్లోని గెస్ట్ 2015 ఐపీఎస్ బ్యాచ్ అయిన మల్లికా గార్గ్ ఐపీఎస్ గారు. సో ఈరోజు నేను ప్రకాశం జిల్లా ఒంగోలు పోలీస్ హెడ్ క్వార్టర్స్లో ఉన్నాను. సో ఈరోజు మన రియల్ హీరోస్లో మేడం ఇన్వైట్ చేద్దాం. మ్యామ్, వెల్కమ్ టు ఏపీ పోలీస్ టీమ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. నమస్తే.
ఎలా ఉన్నారు మ్యామ్?
బాగున్నాను. మీరు?
యా, ఐమ్ డూయింగ్ గుడ్ మ్యామ్. మ్యామ్, మన పోలీస్ టీవీ స్పెషల్గా డిజైన్ చేసిన ప్రోగ్రామే రియల్ హీరోస్. సో దీంట్లో ఎవరైతే మన ఆఫీసర్స్ ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళందరి గురించి పబ్లిక్కి తెలియడానికి ఈ యొక్క స్పెషల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ మనం డిజైన్ చేశాం మ్యామ్. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ చాలా థ్యాంక్ యూ మ్యామ్. మీరు మీ వాల్యుబుల్ టైం మన పబ్లిక్ కోసం మీరు స్పెండ్ చేసినందుకు ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వీఆర్ హార్ట్ఫుల్ థ్యాంక్ యూ.
వెల్కమ్. థ్యాంక్
మ్యామ్, పబ్లిక్ వాంట్స్ టు నో అబౌట్ యూ మ్యామ్. సో లైక్ యువర్ బర్త్ ప్లేస్, హౌ వాజ్ యువర్ చైల్డ్హుడ్ అండ్ యువర్ ఫ్యామిలీ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్. సో దీని గురించి కొంచెం మీరు పబ్లిక్కి చెప్పగలరా?
So basically I am from Delhi. I was born in Bhopal, Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. My mother is from Madhya Pradesh, but since my father, he is also an IPS officer. He has been working in Agmot cadre, so which is primarily based in Delhi. So because of that reason, from my school, college, all my formative years, I have lived and studied in Delhi only. So for college also I went to IIT Delhi. Over there I studied computer science. So I basically consider myself a Delhiite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, like any siblings ma'am in your part?
Yeah, I have a younger brother.
Okay.
He's a lawyer. He's also based in Delhi.
Okay. Younger brother?
Younger brother.
Okay. Ma'am, IIT Delhi, one of the top universities in our India. సో అక్కడ చేసిన వాళ్ళకి చాలా మంచి లైఫ్, మోర్ దాన్ క్రోర్స్ ప్యాకేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో కంపేరింగ్ టు దట్ డెఫినెట్గా ఈ ఫీల్ శాలరీ పరంగా కానీ వీటిలో చాలా తక్కువ అని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. మరి అంత మంచి లైఫ్ని మీరు వదిలేసి ఐఐటి ఢిల్లీ అటువంటి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉన్నదని వదిలేసి మీరు ఇటువైపు రావడానికి డ్రైవ్ చేయడానికి గల మెయిన్ రీజన్ మ్యామ్?
Since childhood I have seen the life in the services. My father, he is also an IPS officer. He is presently serving as DGP Andaman Nicobar Islands. So I have seen his life. And also there have been other relatives also. My grandfather was also forest service officer of Madhya Pradesh, and there are many other relatives also. So I have seen that kind of life. And during my college time, when I have done internships, I worked as an intern in IBM. So I got an exposure into the kind of life over there. So comparing all the experiences, I felt that for me personally, I am a kind of person who wants to learn about the world as much as possible, who wants to have different kind of experiences. So that kind of thing is possible only, I feel, in the services. And the kind of impact which you can have as a public servant, as a police officer, the kind of impact I can have if I do my job properly, the liberty to take so many innovative steps which can bring so much difference into lives of so many people, that I feel is not available in the private sector. So that was my main drive. I find this life quite exciting and quite rewarding, and I was very happy. I'm very happy with the decision that I've taken.
Okay. Ma'am, how was your IPS ma'am? Like UPSC. So definitely IIT Delhi ante definitely you should be a very bright student. So meelanti vallaki that too IPS background family lo undi kabatti UPSC is not such a big thing. But is there any special care you have taken while preparing a UPSC, or you just went like go on?
No, see, UPSC definitely is a big thing. Even though people, for example, I have had exposure to this kind of life of services, but UPSC definitely is a big deal, because just lakhs and lakhs of people want to get into the services, and there are very few seats. And if you consider, for example, IAS, IPS, you will have only few hundred seats are available, around 250, 300, that's it. And there are lakhs of people who give the exam every day, and they have taken leave from their services, they have left their jobs. The kind of stakes, it's a very high stake game. So it's not something I will say that it is very easy. So definitely, but it is a decision which you have to take very consciously. You have to, you cannot be very casual about it. If you want to give the civil services, then you have to make it your main goal in life. You have to leave everything else, other distractions, entertainment, even other jobs. Many people try to do some job as well as prepare for services, though many people have been successful at it. I believe this is a kind of, if you have a UPSC as your goal, you have to be single-minded about it and forget about everything in life, and for like those 2 years or 1 year which you decide to take out, just solely work on this. And apart from that, you have to do smart work, not just hard work, because as if you will be aware, I think, that the syllabus of this exam is unlimited, it is infinite, it is very open-ended. From history, prehistory to current happenings in the world, anything that happens in the world is is covered in the syllabus. So, to deal with such a big syllabus, you have to be very smart. You have to know what areas you want to focus on. You have to analyze the pattern of the previous exams. You have to understand what is it that the examiners are looking for, and then you have to, since we only have 24 hours a day, so we have to decide what we are going to focus on, and based on that, if you are able to make these correct decisions, from choice of optional, all these decisions have to be taken. Only then, and with some amount of luck, which God will favor, if God favors, all this combined can only lead to success in this field.
Ma'am, after your IPS, you were to West Bengal cadre.
Yes.
So that was your first posting there.
Yeah.
So how was placed there? So how was the working there? Because Delhi nunchi you are back to West Bengal. I mean, you were to West Bengal. Yeah. So how was working there, ma'am?
Based on the merit list and the vacancies, I was allotted West Bengal cadre. So I have not gone to West Bengal before that. I have just for some visits I may have gone. So West Bengal was a very, very new experience as compared to Delhi, where I have lived all my life. West Bengal is a very different place. So and then policing also over there has its specific challenges. So it's a very good place, West Bengal. It's an interesting place to work in. And I have for my first posting, I did my probation period as an ASP UT. I worked in Hooghly district, which is near Calcutta. And then my first posting was as ACP Shirampur. It is a big town which is on the outskirts of Calcutta. So that as ACP, Assistant Commissioner, that was my first posting over there. It was a very challenging posting. Over there we used to deal with organized crime. This construction mafia and these kind of issues were there on a daily basis. So that was a challenging thing to work on. And then with regard to law and order, we had this panchayat elections were conducted at that time. Over there, panchayat elections is very, very, from law and order point of view, it is very intense. So to conduct that successfully without any major incidents, it took a lot of effort. And then one more big thing that happens in Shirampur particularly, as you might be knowing, there is this Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra is there. So that is India's biggest Rath Yatra. After that, the second biggest Rath Yatra is in Shirampur. So it is also it also happens on the same day. It is a very, very big law and order, and as ACP I had an opportunity to take care of that. So lakhs of people gather in that, around 5 to 6 lakhs people gather on one stretch of road to manage it, to ensure the pulling of all the rath without any casualties.
Ma'am, I have one question, ma'am, that many people are confused, ma'am. మీరు వెస్ట్ బెంగాల్ క్యాడర్ అయ్యి ఉండి ఇప్పుడు ఏపీకి డెప్యుటేషన్ మీద వచ్చారని చెప్పి చాలామంది దే వర్ థింకింగ్, ఈజ్ ఇట్ ట్రూ? మీరు వెస్ట్ బెంగాల్ క్యాడర్ డెప్యుటేషన్ మీద ఇక్కడికి వచ్చారా ఆర్ ఏపీ క్యాడర్?
I am AP cadre. So for once and for all, I would like to clarify this, that I was initially allotted to West Bengal cadre. అది సెలెక్షన్ వెంటనే వాళ్ళు నాకు వెస్ట్ బెంగాల్ అలాట్ చేశారు. బట్ ఇన్ ఆల్ ఇండియా సర్వీస్ వీ హ్యావ్ దిస్ ప్రొవిజన్ వేర్ మ్యారేజ్ తర్వాత హస్బెండ్ వైఫ్కి సేమ్ క్యాడర్లో షిఫ్ట్ చేస్తారు. సో ఆన్ దాట్ బేసిస్ ఐ అప్లైడ్ ఫర్ పర్మనెంట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ టు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్. So now I am considered as an officer of Andhra Pradesh cadre, and I will, throughout my service, I will remain in Andhra Pradesh only.
Okay, that's great, ma'am. Ma'am, so elano idi chepparu kabatti we want to know, like, how was your marriage? So my husband kuda ikkada IPS, so Vakal Jindal garu. So how was your journey? So మీ relation elaga?
We have been knowing each other for since college time. because we both were in the same department in IIT. We both studied computer science together. So we have been knowing each other for a long time. And after selection during training days, that time.
Both applied at the same time, ma'am? UPS?
No, we both gave the exam at the same time, but he got selected 1 year later to me.
Okay.
So I am 2015 batch, he is 2016.
Okay.
But during our training, it happens that phase 1 and phase 2, for some time they are at the same, in the academy at the same time.
Okay.
So at that time, we decided that we can get married. Okay. So that is how it happened.
Okay, ma'am. And me baby gurinchi kuda we wanted to know.
Yeah, we have a son. His name is Vedant.
Vedant.
He's just completed 2 years in January.
Okay.
So he's quite an active child.
Yeah. Ma'am, generally, oka family lo iddaru employees antene difficult task. So meeru IPS, sir also IPS. That too sir was working at CM office. So definitely chala big ఉంటుంది అది. సో మేనేజ్మెంట్ కానీ ఇవన్నీ కూడా. సో యాజ్ అ ఫీమేల్గా హౌ యు ఆర్ లీడింగ్ ఇట్ మ్యామ్? సో వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ సీక్రెట్ వీ వాంటెడ్ టు నో?
See, definitely when husband and wife are both working, ఇది చాలా ఛాలెంజింగ్ ఉంది for both, and especially after you have a child, it becomes even more challenging. So ఇది ఇక్కడ 2 things ఉన్నాయి. First, for sir and నా కోసం ఇది క్లియర్ ఉంది that family is always first priority after work. So whenever we get any free time or after we have finished our work, we focus on our family. So adi okati. And secondly, luckily I have had very good family support. Sir's mother, my mother-in-law, she has been very, very supportive. So SP posting vachinappudu nunchi ame ikkada unnaru. So she has been very, very supportive because when we take charge as SP, it is a very 24-hour job, as you know. So initial days are even more challenging. So at that time, those crucial times, she has always been there physically. She has been here and taking care of all the family aspects, domestic aspects of life, so that I can work with a free mind and do justice to my duty as SP. So luckily, I have been she has been very supportive to us. So both these, and as a family, we are clear that our after work, our most important thing for us is our family. So we take as much time as possible wherever we get. We take time out to be with each other and to be with our child, so that this aspect is taken care of.
Okay, fine. Ma'am, after your additional SP Krishna district వచ్చేసారు, ఏపీ అలాట్ అయిన తర్వాత యూ హ్యావ్ వర్క్ విత్ కృష్ణా డిస్ట్రిక్ట్, అండ్ దాని తర్వాత డైరెక్ట్గా యూ హ్యావ్ కమ్ ఎస్పీ యాజ్ ఎస్పీ క్యాడర్లో మీరు ప్రకాశం జిల్లాకి రావడం జరిగింది. సో హౌ డూ యూ ఫీల్ మ్యామ్, లైక్ ప్రకాశం జిల్లా ఇక్కడ తెలుగు పీపుల్ మిమ్మల్ని ఎందుకంటే చాలామంది గ్రీవెన్సెస్ ఇవ్వడానికి మీ దగ్గరకు వస్తూ ఉంటారు. సో హౌ వాజ్ దట్ మ్యామ్? తెలుగు పీపుల్ ఎలా ఉన్నారు? వాళ్ళ బాధల్ని మీకు చెప్పుకునేటప్పుడు మీరు, ఎందుకంటే యు ఆర్ వెరీ గుడ్ ఎట్ తెలుగు, మీరు మాట్లాడుతుంటే ప్రతి పదం కూడా చాలా క్లియర్గా ఉంది అది. సో హౌ వాజ్ దిస్ పీపుల్ రిసీవింగ్ యూ అండ్ హౌ యూ నో దిస్ తెలుగు లాంగ్వేజ్ అంత పర్ఫెక్ట్గా?
సో ఇది మ్యారేజ్ అప్పుడు నుంచి నేను we thought about coming to AP only. So I started learning Telugu when I was in West Bengal itself. So appudu nunchi nenu chala kashtapadi
only readam write kuda namma
di raidam chadavadam adi both I am able to do. So I have worked hard on Telugu, and transfer వెంటనే ఇక్కడ ఈవెన్ కృష్ణ అప్పుడు I did not face that much difficulty. And as SP గా ఇక్కడ వచ్చిన తర్వాత I have to say that Telugu people have received me very nicely. Public also and my department also, they have been very welcoming and to me. And ikkada vachin tarvata there is so much good response from people. We conduct grievance days very seriously over here in Prakasam district. Like every Monday we organize Spandana, and even other days also we are open to anybody who comes to SP office. And even anybody who gives any phone call to SP also, we have a special cell. So any person who calls the SP, I try to attend as many calls as possible. But suppose if I am busy, we have a grievance cell. So any person who calls, their matter is addressed. So people have been very responsive to my coming over here, and I feel very lucky that I have got an opportunity to work in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay. దట్స్ రియల్ గ్రేట్ మ్యామ్. మ్యామ్ ఇప్పుడు ఆల్మోస్ట్ లైక్ దగ్గర దగ్గర 1 year యు ఆర్ కమింగ్ టు దిస్. సో మీకు బాగా ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ అనిపించిన కేసు, ఛాలెంజ్గా తీసుకొని మీరు సాల్వ్ చేసిన కేసు, ఏదైనా ఒక కేసు కెన్ యూ షేర్ విత్ అస్?
యా, సో యాజ్ యూ మైట్ బి నోయింగ్, ఈ టంగుటూర్ ఒక పోలీస్ స్టేషన్ ఉంది ప్రకాశం జిల్లాలో. అక్కడ డిసెంబర్ 2021 ఒక డబుల్ మర్డర్ జరిగింది. అది చాలా హారిఫిక్ ఇన్సిడెంట్. అది ఒక మదర్ అండ్ పాపకి చంపడం జరిగింది అండ్ సమ్ ప్రాపర్టీ వాజ్ టేకెన్. సో ఇట్ వాజ్ అ వెరీ ఇనిషియలీ దేర్ వర్ నో క్లూస్. We did not know, there was no apparent murderer. Otherwise many cases lo it is known that this person has killed, the open and shut laga undi. But ee case lo ilanti any indications and clues were not there. So it was very difficult for us. Unfortunately we did not even have any CCTV footages also of the crime scene was not covered by any such camera also, so that so we started doing very methodically. We made one special investigation team we created over here, and then we did very methodical work. So for example, examination of all possible people in that area that we did, all persons who might have who have history of committing such crimes, not just in Prakasham, even whole Andhra and neighboring states also. For example, even Chhattisgarh varaku vemu vellam. Any person who has likelihood who would have committed, we were verifying each and every person. Apart from that, technical aspects also, these analyses are there. Adi kuda chala. So it took us around more than 2 months to detect it. We did the amount of work which we did in this case, it is enormous. So ultimately, because of the consistent work only, the hard work, that every day we used to sit on this case and try to follow some clue or the other. So after a lot of work, ultimately we were able to detect this case. And because of this case, it somehow happened that the accused, he has done double murder before also in Chimakurthi. In 2018 there was a double murder in which one old man and his wife were killed. So that case also got detected, which was lying undetected for many years. And then there were 2 robberies of 2017. In that also 2 senior ladies were victims. So those cases were also lying undetected. So because of this person, he never came into police radar before this. So because of that, more than 5-6 of our grave, very sensational cases of old times also were detected in one go. So it is just because of the systematic hard work which was done, because there were no apparent clues in the beginning. So because of the systematic work of our department, of our SIT, it was detected, and which really was appreciated by the public.
Ma'am, the accused, ma'am, like it's a normal person or any related to the victims?
No, he is not related to the victim. He has been for some theft cases he was arrested before, but he was never known to do anything usage of violence. He had no background of it, which was not known to the police from that time. So silently he has been operating for several years, but he never came to the radar, and only now we were able to detect this case. In fact, 6 months before also of this incident, in the same police station, he committed one gold robbery in which 20 lakhs worth gold ornaments were stolen. So that case was also detected because of this.
Oh, that's great, ma'am. అలానే మీ ఈ కేసుతో పాటు ఐ హ్యావ్ హర్డ్ సమ్ బేబీ మిస్సింగ్ కేసు ఆల్సో మ్యామ్. అది కూడా చాలా క్లూస్ లేని టైంలో కూడా మీరు చాలా ఫాస్ట్గా విత్ ఇన్ వెరీ షార్ట్ టర్మ్లో మీరు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేశారని చెప్పి ఐ జస్ట్ హర్డ్ ఇట్ మ్యామ్. సో ఆ కేసు గురించి ఏమైనా డీటెయిల్స్ మ్యామ్?
సో ఇది మార్కాపూర్లో జరిగింది ఫ్యూ మంత్స్ బ్యాక్. ఒక చిన్న పాప 5 days old చిన్న పాప, she was in the hospital, Markapur hospital. So from there is one jaundice కోసం ఒక రేడియేషన్ థెరపీ జరుగుతుంది. ఆ రూమ్లో ఆ పాపకి అక్కడ పెట్టారు. సో దట్ టైమ్ this one burqa clad lady, she just came over there and she picked up the girl and she went. So within few minutes we got to know about this kind of incident, and then we formed teams over there. We started examining all the CCTV footages in that area. We started questioning all people who were in the hospital, who might have gone to and fro, and we even sealed the town also, and all roads which are leading out of Prakasham district. We put parties in all railway stations, bus stands. We really worked hard that day, and within 12 hours of the incident, that girl she was rescued. So she had been caught. She had been kidnapped by a lady for selling to another lady who was childless. So because of this intensive effort which was going on, we were able to locate the child, and immediately she was restored to her parents.
So is the first time, ma'am, that lady done, or previously any experiences?
Yeah, she had done for the first time.
Okay, first time.
For the first time.
Ma'am, so technology మీద you have very good knowledge. So టెక్నాలజీని బేస్ చేసుకొని you have come up with no accident days. So ఇలాంటి కొన్ని ఇన్నోవేషన్స్ మీరు చేశారు, లైక్ దిశ యాప్ డౌన్లోడ్స్ కానీ. సో హౌ వాజ్ దిస్ థింగ్స్ గోయింగ్ మ్యామ్? లైక్ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వీ వాంటెడ్ నో లైక్ నో యాక్సిడెంట్స్ డే. సో ఎలా మీరు దీన్ని ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్తున్నారు?
So basically Prakasham district has long stretches of highway. ఇది NH16 ఉంది ఇక్కడ, ప్లస్ మార్కాపూర్ అక్కడ కూడా ఉంది, అండ్ రీసెంట్లీ ఈ పామూర్ నుంచి హైదరాబాద్ వెళ్ళడానికి కూడా ఒక కొత్త హైవే విల్ బీ ఇనాగ్రేటెడ్ ఇన్ ద కమింగ్ డేస్. సో ఇక్కడ చాలా రోడ్ యాక్సిడెంట్స్ చాలా జరుగుతున్నాయి. So and because of that, the kind of loss of lives which was occurring, every day I used to hear about somebody losing their life in accident. I felt very bad about it. I felt that because one accident jarigide, it is having very high cost to the person and his family. It is a very big emotional cost, and apart from that, the person who's going out is the breadwinner mostly. So that a person ki some chanipote or injury vaste, it is having very big economic impact on the family and also on the society. So I feel that road accidents deserve lot of attention from our department. So dan chusi we started this initiative in which every Saturday we have declared as no accident day. So on that day what we do is our entire district force, as much as it is available, we deploy on different accident spots which are accident prone areas. Apart from that, we do analysis also and see what actions we can take, either from behalf of police department or with other departments of kalisi memu cheyochu, so that our spot lo tarvata accident jaragadu adi cheyadaniki cheyochu. So for that, every Saturday we take up lot of activities. For example, where bushes are there in dangerous manner, ekkada adi clear cheyadam, ekkada signages ledu, ekkada these speed breakers ఏర్పాటు చేయవచ్చు. All these things we look at. So one day we dedicate our thoughts to reducing accidents, and apart from that, every fatal accident that occurs, we go in detail of it, that why it happened, what could have been done. Many cases we see their helmets are not, people are not wearing helmets. So that day we take steps to conduct awareness programs. We do targeted awareness. For example, if some oka village lo some person has died due to not wearing of helmet, so that time we target that village and nearby villages to sensitize them that this kind of incident has occurred in the village. So what steps we can take so that no other family suffers that kind of loss. So we take these steps, and because of this these initiatives, we have been able to get very good results.
Is it result, ma'am? So you are success. Yeah. Saturday manaki accidents avutnayi, ma'am, or we reduced it?
Saturdays ki taggindi, plus in general kuda taggindi, because the steps which have been taken, for example, erection of signages or putting these speed breakers. So because of that, other days lo kuda accidents chala tagginayi, because of which, so we did one analysis. So these steps we started taking on 1st September 2021. So from 1st of Jan to August data we compared, and this September, October, November, December data we compared. So when we compared this no accident day and post no accident day accident rate. So we were able to find there was around 27% reduction in fatalities. 27% deaths reduce అయింది. So around that results in around 150 deaths. So if we go like this, then there will be 150 less deaths due to accidents in Prakasam district. So I feel it is I feel that it is a successful initiative, and in the coming days we will even increase our efforts. Right now we have been working primarily from police perspective. So in the coming days we will take more initiatives to tie up with other departments, for example R&B, NHAI, to create more impactful initiatives. And this our steps have been recognized also. For example, recently ఒక టెక్నాలజీ సభ అవార్డ్ ఉంది, ఒక నేషనల్ లెవెల్ అవార్డ్, అది ప్రకాశం డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ పోలీస్కి వచ్చింది.
కంగ్రాట్స్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ
మ్యామ్. అలానే ఏఎస్పీ గారు జనరల్గా చూసుకుంటే దిశ యాప్ డౌన్లోడ్ అంటే ఎవరు కూడా ఇటువంటి ఒక కాంపిటీషన్ లాగా పెట్టి పర్సనల్గా ఎంకరేజ్ చేయడం అనేది నేను చూడలేదు. బట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టేకెన్ అట్మోస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ బికాస్ వీ కెన్ సీ మినీ పోస్టింగ్స్, హోర్డింగ్స్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా మీరు చేస్తున్నారు. సో అసలు ఎలా మ్యామ్, లైక్ వై యూ ఆర్ డ్రైవింగ్ సచ్ ఎ డీప్లీ?
So Disha app is one initiative which is taken by Andhra Pradesh Police and Government of Andhra Pradesh. So Disha app oka emergency app undi. Adi meeru register cheste mee phone lo pedte any time any even anumanam kuda vaste meeru just SOS button press cheyali and immediately an alert will go to control room. And also what is great about it is when we do registration we write our emergency contacts also. For example, your mother, brothers, father, any person's names you can write. So they also get immediately alerted that your loved one is in this location and they have pressed this emergency. So apart from the police, even your family members and friends can also respond. And when somebody presses the button, that time they are going to have this 10-second recording will be made, so that police can get an idea about what kind of situation the person is facing over there. So because of that it is a free service. All you have to do is just download and register, and it can have very significant impact in the life of the person who is faced with danger. It can even mean the difference between life and death for a lady. So there have been so many success stories. Recently something happened in Epurupalam PS in Prakasam. There was one lady, she was having labor pains and ambulance was not coming. So in the absence of ambulance she pressed Disha app. So immediately police came and took her to the hospital. And had there been any delay, because akada the baby boy who was inside the mother's that time, he had this umbilical cord wrapped around his neck. So little bit delay unte kuda he would have been strangulated and he could have lost his life. And that is the worst thing it can happen, a healthy child being lost during the process of delivery. So because of Disha app, police immediately came and took her to the hospital, and the live mother and baby both were safe and delivered. The baby was delivered happily. Similarly, we have had lot of cases where a woman recently, a girl, she boarded the wrong bus at very late hours in the night, and then her phone also died after she pressed the Disha app. But police immediately got some idea, and we stopped the bus, and she was deboarded and taken to her parents' place. So this is a very good weapon in the hand of a common citizen, which is otherwise not available. If you are stuck anywhere, if you have even little bit of suspicion that something wrong may happen, we encourage people that మీరు press cheyandi. Nobody will come and say that మీరు wrong press chesaru, idi correct jaragaledu. Not like that. And we encourage all people who are having any sort of any woman in any kind of distress, please press freely and we will be coming there to your rescue. And this initiative, so because of this, because I feel that this app is a weapon of defense in every lady's hands, and I believe that every woman should be having this app downloaded in her phone. So idi promote cheyadaniki, and then upcoming Women's Day also is there. So in that light, we started this program on 1st of February. in which we declared that every day 3 lucky winners we will select, and then every week we will call them to SP office and honor them. Any person who has downloaded the Disha app recently. So because of this initiative, which is also being powered by our Mahila Police. Mahila Police are present in every village. We are having one contest among Mahila Police also. Every week the Mahila Police who gets the maximum registrations done, she is also called and honored. So, it is a very interesting initiative. It has caught the imagination of people. Mahila Police are very motivated. Even public are very interested in participating in this program. So because of this, in last 1 month, from 1st Feb, 60,000 registrations have happened only in Prakasam district because of this, which was not seen before. This kind of response. So I request all women, not just in Prakasam district but entire Andhra Pradesh, please download this app. It is a free service which might come to your rescue if you are in a time of need. So idi kachitanga mee phone lo download chesi pettali.
Okay, right, ma'am. Ma'am, elana Mahila Police topic kuda meer chepparu kabatti, how is this, ma'am? Like how is this working? So definitely ga vallu ippudu department loki some thousands of people are vastunnaru. Definitely ga police ki ee hand ganaka todaithe inka public loki velli evaraithe ippudu women kosam enta initiative teeskunnamo, so idi kuda chaala help avutundi. So how is this going on, ma'am? Is it going on well?
Yeah, so Mahila Police is a very Mahila Police and the concept of Sachivalayam, secretariats in ward and villages, it is a new initiative which has been taken by this government. So it is quite a revolutionary concept in that important department representatives are placed in every village. So village nunchi mandal headquarter రావడం కూడా అవసరం లేదు, just సచివాలయం వెళ్ళి వాళ్ళు concerns ki address cheyochu. So because of that we are having more than 900 Mahila Police in Prakasam district in every village. So this is Mahila Police is very I feel it is a very good initiative because first of all it is a representative of police in every village, and then it is Mahila. So for what we often see in our society, that women find it very difficult to approach the police station. First they are hesitant that ఎవరు ఏం చెప్తారు, ఎలా రిసీవ్ చేస్తారు, అది కూడా ఉంది. Plus then physical అక్కడ వరకు వెళ్ళడం is also very difficult, especially there are so many places in Prakasam district which are quite far off. For example, there is Nallamala forest area over here. The distance from police station is quite lot, and it's not possible for somebody who is really in need. Not all people can easily go. సో ఇక్కడ మహిళా వల్ల ప్లస్ పోలీస్ రిప్రజెంటేటివ్ వల్ల చాలా మంది ఫార్వర్డ్ వస్తున్నారు టు షేర్ దర్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, అండ్ మహిళా పోలీస్ హ్యావ్ బీన్ ట్రైన్డ్ ఫర్ దిస్ పర్పస్ టు హౌ టు రిసీవ్ దీస్ కంప్లైంట్స్ and then how to pass on this information to SHO so that they can give some meaningful intervention. So I feel it is a very it has really empowered both the public and the police department, because now police department have one representative in every village, and in Prakasam district we have been utilizing our Mahila Police very well. For example, we have one application we are using through which SP is directly connected to all Mahila Police. So we regularly have interactions through that app. We conduct surveys, we collect feedback from Mahila Police. So they are always in touch with their SP. They respond. For example, I sometimes ask them, today what is the task which is given to you? So all Mahila Police give their feedback. So they all feel connected to SP, because of which they are very motivated. And
this is only for women police app?
This is for this we are using for Mahila Police only right now, and apart from that so that these Mahila Police are utilized properly, they are given the guidance that is needed. We also have a system of Mahila
This is
Police
only for women police app?
So in that every SHO gives a task every day. So every the culture in Prakasam is that every Tuesday all the Mahila Police will come to the police station and to interact with the SHO. So SHO will pass information to them, and they will pass their observations to SHO during that meeting. So then we have this, every SHO decides that what task he will be giving to her to do on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday ilage. For example, missing girls ekkada unnaru, వాళ్ళకి ట్రాక్ చేయడం, ఎనీ కొత్త ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ వస్తే ఇమీడియట్లీ పోలీస్కి చెప్పడం, ఎక్కడ అన్ఐడెంటిఫైడ్ డెడ్ బాడీస్ ఉన్నాయి, సో షేరింగ్ దోస్ డీటెయిల్స్ సో that person may be identified. Similarly, the victims are there of women related cases, for example rape cases and all. So వాళ్ళకి అప్పుడు కలిసి కౌన్సిలింగ్ చేయడం. So these are all tasks, and apart from that also collecting information about illegal activities that are happening. So these tasks we give to Mahila Police, and due to this action plan they have some work, they have a specific goal to achieve every day, and then they they fill up their response reports and submit to the SHO. So this way SHO is also able to get a lot of information which is otherwise not possible, and Mahila Police also get a specific task from their SHO, and we monitor this implementation from SP office. So because of which our Mahila Police are quite guided, they are not lost. Din mundu it was the situation that many Mahila Police used to say that we don't know what to do today, how to do, because SHOs were not able to monitor them. So through this system we have a very good control and guidance being given now.
Ma'am, now we have one interesting thing, ma'am. So definitely మన పోలీసెస్ ఆఫీసర్స్ గురించి పీపుల్ దే సర్చ్ అబౌట్ దేర్ ఎస్పీ ఆర్ దేర్ ఫేవరెట్ ఆఫీసర్స్. సో అలాగా మీ గురించి కూడా వీ హ్యావ్ చూజన్ సమ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ మ్యామ్. యాక్చువల్లీ దీస్ ఆర్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ వేర్ ఆస్క్డ్ ఇన్ ద గూగుల్ సర్చ్. సో పీపుల్ ఆర్ సర్చింగ్ అబౌట్ యూ అండ్ సమ్ పీపుల్ గాట్ ఆన్సర్స్, బట్ కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్కి ఆన్సర్స్ రాలేదు. సో దాంట్లో వీ హ్యావ్ పిక్ సమ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ మ్యామ్. యాక్చువల్లీ దేర్ ఆర్ 20+ క్వశ్చన్స్ అబౌట్ యూ. సో దాంట్లో ఒక 6 క్వశ్చన్స్ మేము పిక్ చేసాము. సో మీరు ఆ క్వశ్చన్స్కి వీ వాంట్ యూ టు ఆన్సర్ దోస్ క్వశ్చన్స్ మ్యామ్.
Okay.
Please ma'am, one by one questions.
Okay. The first one, Smt Garg IPS dream.
Yes ma'am.
So
What was your dream?
So my dream was to be an IPS officer, which thankfully by grace of God I have been able to achieve. And now my upcoming next dream is to do my job very well, to be able to deliver good quality police service to all the people who are living in my jurisdiction, so that their problems whatever are there can be addressed. That is my dream for the coming days. Yeah.
Second question ma'am.
Okay.
Because you have Instagram ma'am that we can see it is inactive.
Yeah.
So are you good in Instagram?
So I have an Instagram page, but I am not really very active on social media. So it is kind of defunct only. Yeah.
Yes ma'am. Third question ma'am.
Okay. My best friend is my husband. Yeah.
Yes. Next ma'am. Next will be
Yes, of course I am married.
okay.
Very happily married to Vakul.
Which year ma'am? Year?
We got married in 2019.
19.
Yeah.
Yes ma'am. Next question will be a little bit interesting.
Okay. Yeah, my husband, he's Vakul Jindal.
Okay.
He's also a fellow IPS officer of Andhra Pradesh cadre. Presently, he's working as SPCM security.
Yes ma'am. Next.
My best moment.
Yes ma'am.
It's very difficult to decide, but the recent best moment I can say is when I was appointed as SP of Prakasam district. It was a very happy moment for me.
Fine ma'am. పబ్లిక్కి తెలియని క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా మీరు చెప్పారు. డెఫినెట్గా వీఆర్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ అండ్ మీ వాల్యుబుల్ టైం మాకు స్పెండ్ చేసి పబ్లిక్తో ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవ్వడానికి చాలా హెల్ప్ చేశారు మ్యామ్. వీఆర్ వెరీ థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ టు యూ మ్యామ్.
Thank you.